Everyone, I hope that you're doing well. Genuinely tell me how you are doing in the comments. It's been a while since I've been on this channel, but it feels really good to be filming again. I woke up at the crack of dawn because I was like, yeah, I get to turn on the camera today. I'm having a really fun week. I'm on leave and it's great because I'm really in my creative bag. I made some TikToks yesterday. I don't know when this video is going to go up, but hopefully by this weekend. I'm recording this on Wednesday. It's great when you're on leave, you forget what day it is. The background did change yet again. I am still in Hong Kong. I haven't moved cities or countries, but I did move apartments. This morning I was like, how am I, I can't keep doing this because every time I move I have to find a new setup, but hopefully this one works. The second thing I wanted to mention was that I recently lost my gran. So my gran sadly passed away on the 6th of June and she was really my biggest supporter on this channel. Last night I was replying to all the comments I've received over the past few months when I was inactive. Thank you so much for your love and your kind words. They really do mean so much to me, especially when I'm inactive, because I'll still be reading them. I still get notifications and they really encourage me to get back into nurturing this channel, which I call my second born child. But yeah, I stumbled upon my first video and my gran had commented, and she commented a lot on my community posts and on my videos, and I think one of the most special things about her comments was that she'd always let everybody know that she was my grandma. And I actually noticed last night that on my first video her comment had actually accumulated so many likes, so I think other people would stumble upon her comment, and I find it so sweet that people would leave a like on her comment, and I'm really gonna miss her support so much on this channel. Yeah, so much. And yeah, I think we're all just gonna miss her so much, and I really wanted to mention that just because, like I said, she was so supportive of this channel. I mean, it was a bit embarrassing when I would be at family functions and all of a sudden I'm on the TV. I'm like, guys, we don't have to do this while I'm right here. We don't have to watch my content. So I actually came on here today to continue my Mandela Washington Fellowship series. If you haven't seen the first video, I think that's a really good place to start because it might be a bit confusing if you're starting from this one. But basically today I wanted to talk about how I went from rejected to shortlisted for the Mandela Washington Fellowship within a year. Because if you recall, I had applied for the first time in 2022. I bounced, and then I applied again in 2023. I was successful in the sense that I was shortlisted for interviews. So it begs the question, what really changed within a year? How much can you really switch it up in 1 year? And today I actually wanted to break it down for you because I went through both of my applications, 2022 and 2023, with a critical eye, one might say, and I wanted to figure out what did change. So I've kind of done up a little chart. I'm going to share the screen so we're looking at the same thing. So I've broken it down into 5 things I think made a difference in the outcome of my application. So we can just get straight into it. The first one is age. I want to say, and I want to state this very clearly, I think that if anything was the driving force in being rejected to shortlisted within a year, it was definitely age. I've mentioned in the other video that I'd actually applied early in 2022. I was only 24 years old. I'm giving away my age for free. Anyway, so in 2022 I'd applied early at 24, and just to remind you, the fellowship is really intended for 25 to 35 year olds. And like I mentioned in that previous video, I had read the markers guide in which I saw a clause that said that a very small allocation is given to 21 to 24 year olds. So the odds were kind of working against me from the jump. And of course in 2023, it was looking up because I was officially of age. I was 25. There were no extra odds to work against. The second thing I think changed the outcome of my application was definitely work experience. In 2022, I had less work experience than the following year, 2023, in which I had more work experience than 2022, and more importantly I had more international work experience, which I think really supported the track I had chosen, which was civic engagement. I hope you guys can't hear that dog barking. I don't even know where this dog has come from. I've never heard a dog bark before, and boom, when I'm recording a video there's suddenly dogs. So just again, another reminder, with the Mandela Washington Fellowship, there are 3 tracks that you can apply for: business, civic engagement, and public management. When I first came to find out about the fellowship, I obviously wanted to apply for public management, only to find out that Zimbabwean candidates can't apply for that track. We can have this conversation and this debate and this discussion offline sometime. I have my theories, but anyway. So I did eventually end up applying for civic engagement. And of course, having international experience at an NGO, like, only worked to my advantage and supported my claims and why I wanted to pursue this specific institute. The third one is my projects. So 2 of my projects were still in the primitive stages in 2022 because I'd only just started them. And of course, with time, I was able to scale both of those projects in terms of growth and of course in terms of the number of people impacted, which I think, like any other kind of fellowship or scholarship, the markers really want to see they want to see metrics basically. So of course, having more impressive, larger numbers, I think worked to my advantage. And then the next one is quite interesting. I think my essays really improved. In 2022, I was reading back my essays, and I don't know if this was me being overly critical, but I think in 2022, the tone of my essays were very much, I really need to impress you. And I think I overthought so many of the essays. So I was going through like an analysis paralysis kind of mode where I think I was just watching all the videos, and like, I feel like when it comes to these things, just watch 1 or 2 and then get on with it, because I feel like there's so much content. I say that I'm making content myself. When you take in all of them, it just leaves you feeling a bit paralyzed and you don't actually know how to move forward. So yeah, I think as a result of having overconsumed too many opinions about how your Mandela Washington Fellowship essays should read, I ended up overthinking the whole thing. But yeah, we live and we learn. Whereas in 2023, I feel like my answers were much more specific to the question. I think in 2023, my essays were much more factual and had less of a trying to impress you flair. I think they were very much, these are the facts, are you with me or not? I'm not making any promises, but if I find any essays that are less personal, then I'd be happy to share them. And yeah, the 5th category I think is so important is luck. I mean, something like the Mandela Washington Fellowship, I think on average they get something like 50,000 applications a year from across sub-Saharan Africa. Like, luck needs to be on your side to a certain extent. So in 2022, I had my fair share of misfortune. Oof, I don't want to go back there. That's all I'll say about that. And in 2023, I've written here, it was luck until it was just my luck. I thought that was hilarious, but maybe that's just my wacky sense of humor. Yeah, guys, that was pretty much it.